What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. DubDigital, crypto news, macro trends. Today I bring to you beautiful Matic BTC pair all the way from Binance land. Check this out. We did this one already, guys. So this is Matic over its entire price history. We went over this in a previous video, guys, where we drew these lines, and now we're gonna keep coming back to it and updating how we're doing. We gotta make some corrections to our formation, whatever we gotta do, so we can perform some proper analysis to provide some suggestions, not financial advice though, on where this thing might go. So check this out, guys. Obviously Matic from 2019 May to current was stuck for the most part, except for like 5% or whatever, this really big knife up through the trend line. It's been respecting this downward trend line pretty well here. You can see wick here, touch, fell back down until currently where we did a peekaboo. We went up and down. And I think this is where I actually recorded my first video on this. Let's just grab the fib retracement tool, guys. If you're new to technical analysis, the fib retrace tool is awesome when you're trying to understand how significantly this asset has corrected from its local high. In this situation, it'd be that wick there, and we'll go to the bottom wick. This thing crashed down through the golden pocket, went to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and started ranging on the higher end of the golden pocket, which is the 61.8 Fibonacci level, guys. That is an area where traders typically like to reload for the next leg up. And because it's hanging out here the majority of its time, since it's been around this area for about 2 weeks or so, it's been in the golden pocket, a little bit above, a little bit below at times, but it's been in the golden pocket, which is good. And I mentioned in that previous video that we could either shoot up with like a big volume candle that never showed up. We could keep going down, touch this, do some stuff lower to here. But another possibility I brought up was maybe we range more or less sideways and just kind of gently exit this downward trend line. Okay, let's jump into the 4 hours so you can see not just a bunch of freaking choppy blocks. It gives you understanding that this thing made its own bottom trend line on the way up out of here. So that's cool. That's good. We like that. Every time it tried to get pushed down, it was a higher low. Now what happens, guys, when we have a higher low? That's indication of an upwards trend. More importantly, let's zoom in on here and notice that not only did the recent price action of this, like within the last 4 hours or so, stop on this top trend line more or less. Looks like it dipped down a little bit below. So this is make it or break it time for Matic, guys. We've had previous breaks to the upside before in its history, but none has stuck, hasn't happened yet. Will it happen today? We will see. But this looks very good, guys, because look, there wasn't no big volume candle, volume candle came out of here either. It's all been pretty drying out. It's been drying out ever since the big volume move on August 11th. The volume has dissipated quickly. We came back down slightly and we're touching this trend line. We're looking for a move up. I'm looking for a move up because once a pattern does a support, resistance support flip, then that indicates to me that this pattern is no longer justified and there needs to be a new pattern to be drawn out. So let's try to get an understanding of what the potential next move could be. And remember, guys, it's always important to always recognize what can go wrong in your analysis. This thing could also get pushed back down, just blow through this. I drew this as an example, but it could always get pushed down back into this triangle. And if that happens, it could be another 2 months or so into November, winter time frame, but given what we know now, that's not reasonable to assume that, okay? Because all it takes is some significant green candle to push this level very, very far behind us. But I'm not personally putting any money, taking any money off. I'm not putting any money in. I'm watching. James, why you got Fractal here? I ain't see no Fractal. Where's the Fractal at? You talked about Fractal last time. Hey, chill out, man. Cut me some slack. Just bear with me, right? I'm gonna draw this. I am proposing, like I mentioned before, but I'm changing the earlier Fractal. I found a better one on the chart that better fits what's going on based on the recent price action over the past week or so. This pattern, it looks familiar. Whenever I say a fractal, I'm saying this pattern looks familiar to me. It looks familiar to this over here, but it's close, right? So we have this sell-off thing, this hill thing, a double bottom, and then like grinding up, and it looks to probably consolidates into a triangle. Let's draw like a mini triangle though. I'm real interested. Let's play around here. Let's see the possibilities. Just looks like a continuation pattern, or I can't even see that far. What is that, like a mini bull flag or something? And shoots up. Let's just for shits and giggles, let's just paint something similar in structure here. This one looks like it's converging into a triangle, but it's all the same. A bull flag, rising triangle. It's all good. It all means continuation. All means potential move to the upside. That's all I need to know. All you need to know is after this area here, that happened. I am going on the record to say that could potentially happen again here, just at a bigger scale, much bigger scale. Probably like 4 or 5 times the scale. Matic though doesn't have much history, guys. Matic's a new asset, even though it's a solid project that I like and it's one of the best scaling solutions for Ethereum thus far. I don't know if this is like a cycle it does, or if this was just like price pump. Let's check out this volume real quick on Matic. It's like non-existent. Even though it's been increasing somewhat, if you can even tell, it's like getting fatter. There's like nothing here, there's nothing. And that's why this bottom dropped out so easy probably. Volume looks like it's still, yeah, it's nothing to write home about, but we have to see. We have to see, volume could change in an instant. Let's just make a few assumptions and see what happens when we overlay the previous fractal on top of the current one, or what we believe is the current one. Okay guys, you can't really see exactly where this one goes, but hopefully you get the point. It's really freaking high. Matic moves up like a knife, man. Look at this thing. Like, what? This pump is insane off of like not that much volume. Look at this. This thing just looks like it moves like exponentially, and that's in its nature. We just don't have enough time in between our analysis and stuff to understand if this is a cycle, but just look at the nature of these moves. It's like, look how long these green candles are on these small moves. Look how long they are on these big moves. So therefore, precedence is shown, it's reasonable to assume. Matic moves pretty exaggeratedly. So I copied this, scaled it up to probably 3 times its current size, and it's off the chart already. Let's see what this looks like. At least 150%, and that's all I could look up at the chart. It's probably like 300%, 400%. So whenever this next move occurs, and I think we have a fractal that preceded this big move here, there is a potential for a big move. James, what happens if it falls down? Falls in a triangle. Okay, well, you might lose, like what? 15%? That's what we call asymmetric risk. If you follow this channel, you know that I ain't gonna tell you how to make $1 million. I'm gonna present to you options that could potentially make you $1 million. But not financial advice. Y'all are adults. I'm DubDigital. Crypto news, macro trends. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.